just when you think Michigan, you know, you're done with winter? Nope. It's like August right now. Why is there white stuff on the ground? That don't make no sense. I don't understand. It does this every year. What do I expect? Anyway, I'm gonna bring you along today and show you what the fine-tuning measures are for me taking action forward on what my diet was and now what it's going to be. So you had to make some adjustments. I showed you in that last video, a couple vlogs ago, what to do and how to lose weight, how to lose fat, and how to kind of get a general idea of where to put your calories. From there, it's not over. It's not over. Everybody's different and every body is different. So you need to fine tune and adjust things. So I'm gonna show you how I did it. I'm gonna show you exactly what I eat day to day. Starting, it was 2 weeks ago this Monday. So we gonna do good things. I'm on my way to the gym right now. I'm gonna do some resistance training. It's not a cardio day. So let's see how things go. I feel like David and Goliath on Rebecca. I eat a show and they see when I eat. This do it look like I'm seasoned. With my leg like a man. Big take home to the street. Yo, I don't know if you know who Designer is. Rap artist. His stuff gets me pumped, man. Listen to him. Don't get better than this, driving to the gym. Oh, okay, listen. I found on Facebook the other day, I was scrolling through it, and I found a funny video, man. It just made me die laughing. So it was this woman, okay? They were on Dr. Phil. This woman was getting interviewed by Dr. Phil. It blew my mind. It's funny, but yet it's not at the same time. She's getting interviewed by Dr. Phil, and her sister consumed in one day 30,000 calories. 30,000, 30,000. That's literally my calorie intake times 10. Like, it would take me 10 days to eat this. Anyway, he was interviewing her sister, the one that didn't eat that much, and Dr. Phil's like, you know, she has an issue. She has a serious problem. She is not a healthy individual. And her sister, the one that was getting interviewed, was like, no, she's healthier than me. I swear. Like, and he's like, no, she does not eat healthier than you. And she's like, yes, we go to the grocery store, you should see all the fruits and vegetables that are in the cart. And she's like, and then Dr. Phil, he's like, okay, seriously, we did a pre-interview questionnaire with her and asked her exactly what she ate on a single typical day, the day prior, and she told us everything that she ate, 30,000 calories worth. So if that's the case, you, ma'am, have a psychiatric issue, and we're gonna have to turn you into the psychiatric ward and have you go through some treatments after this, if that's really the case and you really think she eats healthier than you. Anyway, he listed, and Dr. Phil started listing off all the food that this woman ate during a single day, and it would blow your mind. Example being, in the morning when she was cooking a 7-egg omelet, she ate 7 donuts. I just spit everywhere. She ate 7 donuts, and then after the omelet was finished, that 7-egg omelet, she put a 1.5 cups of cheese on there with a whole package of sliced ham. Like, bro, it takes me 4 weeks to eat a package of sliced ham. If I buy it, I don't buy that stuff, but still, I'm like, holy cow, that's a lot of food. And then throughout the day, she drank like a gallon of sweet iced tea, and then ate 6 candy bars, and then ate a whole box of honey buns with 6 tacos. And, you know, 45 minutes after she ate breakfast, she ate 2 bowls of ice cream and indulged on some other crazy stuff. But you get it. You get it. 30,000 calories. I'm like, bruh, like, that's a lot. But okay, what the serious matter comes into the situation. I thought it was funny that the woman that was getting interviewed was in total denial. She was like, she's fine, and she lived with her. So that's why she was saying it was fine, because she cares about this person, therefore giving her what she wants, which is food, that it becomes an addiction, therefore enabling the obesity epidemic that we're dealing with, which is so sad. But I was like, woman, like, get your head straight. Like, what are you thinking? That's not healthy. That's not something that's okay. I don't know if you ever watched My 600-Pound Life, like that kind of stuff. Like, those people, they're very, very, very extremely unhealthy, and then their loved ones are literally catering to their every waking moment. Like, you want food, and then they make it. They're literally just bedridden. It's so sad, but You know, I don't know, I just thought it was kind of a silly thing that I saw on Dr. Phil. I'm like, what the heck, man? Like, people. So people, get your head straight. Don't let people talk you into things like that. And don't let them convince you that you're healthy when you're not. If you're not. All right? Yo, stop everything. Stop everything. See that billboard? I had to take a moment and take a look at this. I don't get it. Who looks at a flower in the yard with a magnifying glass plus glasses? This dude's bent over, has glasses and a magnifying glass, man. That's like magnification times the telescope times the microscope. Man, you got everything in your face right there. You must have 120 vision. You ain't got nothing. Is that Anne Frank? Is that Anne Frank?
Hey, we gotta get
All right, exercise tip of the day. This is a very non-traditional way of actually stimulating growth and even that much more development of the muscle towards the latter end of your workout when you're working single joints. Okay, like we're doing raises here. It was a shoulder and it was a little bit of an arm day. So what you're going to do your normal set of 12 to 15 reps. Immediately following, just like I'm doing right here, you're going to rest. Under tension, you're still holding the weights for 10 to 15 seconds. And immediately following, you guessed it, what we're going to do is go right back into that set for another 6 to 15 reps to really burn out that muscle and increase the amount of heat-activated proteins that are being activated and really burn it out. Create a really deadly anabolic environment up there to stimulate growth. It's called the rest pause set. Give it a go. 3 to 4 sets. Kill it!
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Oh my goodness! Amazon package came in the mail. I've been waiting for this for a little bit. Got a lot of stuff for my camera. Got a waterproof housing. Bring that puppy in underwater, 60 meters. Then we got, man, you can't really tell what this is, but this is batteries, extra batteries in there. And I got the lens. Got the 50mm 1.8 OSS lens. I'm super excited about this. It's good for portrait mode. Good for bringing things into perspective and highlighting what you're focusing on and blurring the background. Getting excited. This is for our trip for going to the Philippines. Me and my woman going to the Philippines. This is gonna be sweet. I'm pumped. So, okay, I'm gonna let you know my macros have changed. I told you earlier my macros have changed. Things are different. So I was at 3,200 calories and I was not losing the amount of weight that I was looking for because metabolisms for every person is different. So, you know, everyone's metabolic efficiency in the body is different. So I dropped it another, what is that, 300 calories. Oh, let's go ahead. Let's aim in. Come on, you can do it. So right here, we're at 2,900 calories. That's what I'm at right now currently, okay? I dropped it 2 weeks ago, and now I'm seeing about a half a pound to 3/4 pound per week net loss, okay? So macros, I'm gonna go ahead and show you what we're at right now. So I'm at a, if you can see that, a 40%, so a 40-30-30 split now. So I lowered the carb intake, up the fat a little bit. I'm a little more carb sensitive than I imagined. Now that I'm getting older, you know, from 23 years old to about 26, I'm 26 right now, so it's changed, things have changed. So this is what I'm at right now. And we can see that my numbers for the day, protein, I have to get 290 grams. Carbs, gotta get 218, so I'm a little moderate, lower end. And then my fats, those only 3 I'm worried about, besides sugar, you know, I'm at 97. So, those are the numbers we gotta hit. Alright, so before I went to the gym this morning, I didn't capture it, but all I had was, usually, I go a little bit more in depth with my food. I usually have 2 breakfasts. I have like a pre-breakfast, which is before I go to the gym, and then I come back and have an actual breakfast. So I'm pre-gaming before I actually have my breakfast. It makes any sense. Anyway, today I usually like to get a little bit more protein, but this is what I've had. We're gonna show you, all right? I'm gonna have to make my macros up somewhere else in the day. Breakfast is usually my biggest meal, just because throughout the day it's usually busy and hectic, so I have to get a lot in the beginning of the day, which is not a problem. You gotta do what works with your schedule. So all I had was Dave's Killer Bread, bagel, so it's about 250 calories, about 48 to 50 grams of carbs. So had that right off the get-go. I'm gonna show you what I eat now. All right, so starting off when I'm cooking my breakfast, I have 2 scoops of protein. So I got 2 scoops of protein in here. It's that Nitrotech, MuscleTech, good quality protein. I have 1 cup usually of old-fashioned oats, but now it's all I have this morning is quick oats. So 1 cup of that plus 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. And then I got a little bit of cinnamon sugar in there. So to curve to curve my sweet. All right, so then you come over here, and what we got is 1 cup of cottage cheese. Gotta get those healthy fats, casein protein, a little bit slower digesting protein in there, and then 4 eggs and 4 egg whites. Yes, I waste the egg yolks in those 4 egg whites, and I just throw them away in the trash. That's unfortunate. I'm a wasteful human being. I get it. I get it. But that's the breakfast. And of course, I have my 2 multivitamins from TC Nutrition to help support overall immune health and any normal bodily function, which anybody who's active should be using. So for my 2 meals during the day while I'm at work from 2 to 8:30, I'm going to be having, I'm sizzling up lean ground turkey right now, 93%. And then I'm gonna show you my meals look like this. So I'm in kind of a rush. I'm kind of rushing. I'm almost late for work, but what I got here is 8 ounces of ground turkey. I have 1 cup of sweet potatoes, and then I have 6 spears of asparagus. The asparagus isn't even cooked today, just because I'm in such a hurry. I'm just gonna eat it raw, going hard. So I'm gonna have 2 meals just like that while I'm there. And then when I come home, I'm gonna meet the rest of my macros like around 8:30, between 8:30 and before, and then until I go to bed. A little physique update. I haven't done it since the first week, actually. Started the cutting 2 weeks ago. So starting to see striations in certain areas. Usually for me, this is the last thing to go, right around here. This muffin top, man. It's right around the oblique section. So I don't know, looking lean elsewhere. Usually my back leans out first, then my arms, and then kind of my chest area, but then this is like usually the last thing. So obliques are starting to come in, but it's a process, gotta trust it. All right, about to head out to work, and I wanna show you a little glimpse inside my honey hole. Anyone that knows me knows that I'm a huge kombucha guy ever since I moved to Hawaii. First time I tried it. Anyway, I literally get 1 of these for each day of the week. I have 1 a day. Driving to work, that's my go-to. Naturally fermented compound and substance that has natural aminos, polyphenols, and probiotics to actually aid in overall digestion, gut health, and absorption of nutrients in the body. So it's really, really delicious. You should give it a go. Try it. All right, sitting here on break, in between a couple people, eating my meal, the one I promised you I ate, that I prepped up earlier. Don't mind the clutter. Looks like we live in a pigsty here, or we work in a pigsty, but it's actually organized chaos, I promise. And so one thing, honestly, meal frequency is huge. So not having, like I did in the beginning of the day just because it was convenient for me, but 1 large meal, 1 large breakfast, which would literally, I'll tally it up at the end, it was past 1,000 calories. But having meal frequency and smaller meals throughout the day increases your metabolism. I know you probably heard it before, and it's really cliche, and a lot of people know that, but literally you will get hungrier. Even those smaller meals that you eat, you'll be hungrier throughout the day, and you'll continuously feed the metabolism, therefore keeping it revving. It's like a working engine inside your body, and the more you feed it with smaller portions, the more it continuously burns calories at a constant state. So always keep that in mind. It is 8 o'clock. It's time to go home. But before I head home, if I have not eaten those 2 meals within that shift, I have to finish them. I have to finish my meals and complete them, just because when I go home, then I'll be less apt to hitting my calorie goals. So, gonna hit that up right now, finish that puppy, and then head home. A little tip, so something I want you guys to try. So a tip for you guys to keep in mind when cutting, when trying to cut your calories and inhibit the urge to want to eat something to do for yourself, is to buy gum. This is mental, this is a weird kind, but buy gum. It kind of curves the cravings, if you will, because you're always chewing on something. You're always going to be having something in your mouth, something to chew on, and if it's low sugar, low calorie, it's going to be even better, because it's not going to rot your teeth out of your head. So yeah, give that a go. I always do it. I did it my last cut 2 summers ago. So give that a go. It's a little nutrition tip for the day. Got home actually laid on the couch, passed out 20 minutes. It was good as a nap, but it's 10:30 now, so I still got to get some food in, not gonna lie. But what I did after I got up was I tested my underwater housing, that little gift I got, that I'm gonna bring to the Philippines, that this puppy can go 195 feet underneath the water without getting this camera wet. Super excited. Ooh, look at that puppy. She's nice. She's nice. Got a big old open lens. All the buttons on there so you can change all the settings while you're underwater without getting that thing wet, which is awesome. And it also has like an electrical chip in there and a light that if it's wet, if things get wet, it'll light up. So it'll let you know if there's moisture inside here, which is awesome. I'm super excited. All right, so my final meal of the day is voila, here it is. What it is, it's a little bit of a snack, it's not a meal, I wouldn't consider it a meal, but what it is, I have 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt, 1.5 scoops of protein. So I'm doing all this in order to meet my macronutrient goals, okay? So I ate what I had to eat, ate good, nutritious quality foods throughout the day, and then whatever I'm left with, I have to make adjustments to get there, okay? And then I have a little bit over 1/4 cup of plain raw almonds, all right? And also, can't forget the water, almost here, rolling in on 10:30, 10:45 at night, and I'm almost done with my water. So this is what I'm doing. Taking a look closer at the macronutrients, so you'll see my protein. I have about 3 grams left. I got 287 out of 290 total. Carbohydrates, I went over 20 grams. Big deal. So I got 238 rather than 218. And then last one I'm going to focus on is my fats. And my fats, can you see that? Fats, I'm under 5 grams. So 92 out of 97 grams total. So I'm in a deficit still of my calories, which is 17 calories. I have 17 calories remaining, if you can see that at the top right there. Not horrible. I always say if you're within 20 to 40 calories from your goal, whether it be under or over your macronutrient and overall calorie intake, unless you're prepping for a show when every calorie legitimately counts towards your physique, then let it slide. It's fine. It's fine if you go over carbs, you're under fat, or you're a little bit under on protein. It's cool. Roll with it and make it. It's if you're so worried about those numbers and you're a perfectionist, it's gonna eat you alive. Don't let it do it. Don't make it harder than it really should be. Okay, if that makes any sense. I want it to be as easy and as simplified, but as precise as you can make it. So do what you can with what you have. Okay. So you guys saw what I eat, you saw what I do, my habits, my so forth, the things that I do on a normal, regular, daily basis that try to stimulate a healthy lifestyle and try to condition myself daily to make it more and more habitual. Because obviously when you repeat it day after day, what does it take? 7 to 14 days, I don't know what it is, really what it takes for the mind to do it, but it turns into a habit. So do it, stress it out for a little bit, wade the waters a little bit, test things out, see if it works for your lifestyle. If it doesn't, you can switch things up here and there. So guys, if you like this, please hit the like button down below. If it had any value to you, share to your friends if you feel like anybody else is going to benefit in it. Subscribe if you haven't, where the heck that button is down there. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.